guys how I plant about 50 runner bean plants in about 10 minutes. I just basically raked out some little trenches into the wood chips down to the compost. As you can see here, this is the compost level here. So I'm going to add a little bit more compost, and then I'm going to plant these runner beans into the trenches and just close them off with wood chips, and that's all there is to it. Well, since there is a good bit of compost underneath here and it's fairly loose, we don't really need to add more. See that there? You can simply loosen it up a bit. So all I do for now is place the runner beans into the trench with the loosened compost. That's it. So that's all of the runner beans placed into the trenches with the loosened compost. Now all I have to do is put the compost kind of around the roots at the bottom of the plant, and then put the wood chips back. I'm going to water these in because it's very dry at the moment. Now that's an advantage, of course, so at least hopefully the slugs won't actually get here all the way from the grass. The wood chips are bone dry at the moment, so move the wood chips carefully around the plants. Like so. No chance of weeds spreading anywhere around them. So I'm going to do that for them all, and then hopefully they'll grow. And hopefully the slugs will not get them all. I always learned one thing from River Cottage, always to plant 2 seeds, one for the slug, one for you when you're planting beans. So we'll report back in a few weeks and we'll see, hopefully they will have grown up this trellis here. Here are the beans 3 days after planting. Looking healthy. Looks like they're going to survive the slugs. So here's the second trellis, and it's for the peas. It's not quite as high as the other trellis for the runner beans. So here we're going to do the same thing. We're making a trench, just like that one, into the wood chips, and then we take a little bit of compost and put it down. So just to get the young plants a bit of extra height, to make sure that they can pop through the wood chips, and then we just put the wood chips back. So that's all the peas put down into the trenches. Now we're just going to cover them up with wood chips. Now just like that. Usually if I didn't have to hold the camera with the one hand, I'd be holding up the peas, and then you can put the wood chips around it a lot quicker. Just for a demonstration, I'll show you guys how I do it. I usually take a handful and put it on the other side, and that's it. And literally that's all there's to it, and the peas will be weed free and hopefully relatively slug proof, and they'll climb up the trellis. So that's all there's to it with the peas, and we'll report back in a few weeks. And here's what it looks like when all the peas have been planted and mulched. So that's it. Thanks for watching.